Hi everybody, this is John Murray. Recently, the Ancient Architects channel did an interesting video titled The Mysterious Artifacts of the Great Pyramid of Egypt. In it, he describes 3 artifacts discovered in the Great Giza Pyramid in 1923. One was an iron metal plate which engineer J.R. Hill swore he dug out from behind 2 tiers of blocks, either inside or near the air shaft on the southern side of the pyramid. More recently, the iron plate was analyzed by experts who concluded that the iron plate was once gilded in gold. This is where this story gets extremely fascinating. Do you all see the obvious, perplexing question here? Where did the gold gilding go to? Let's look at a possible answer to this question in a way nobody else has ever done before. The answer may surprise you and will be extraordinarily revealing about the possible function of the Great Pyramid. Stay tuned. First, nobody in the past removed the gold plating because J.R. Hill had to dig beneath 2 layers of stone to get to it. It was well hidden from the thieves of the ages. To follow my line of logic, then, we need to assume 3 probabilities. 1. J.R. Hill did not steal the gold gilding off the iron plate and then keep quiet about it. I consider this highly improbable. 2. J.R. Hill did not see gold pieces that had fallen away from the plate, sitting next to the plate, and either steal them or just ignore them and left them there. Highly improbable also. And 3. The iron plate was not originally gilded, but was later repurposed by the ancients, the gold gilding had been removed, and then placed over the air shaft. The ancients built the pyramids with such precision, this is also improbable. Assuming these 3, let's proceed with the possible cause of the missing gold. We all know that gold is mostly inert and lasts to the ages. Very few chemicals react with gold, and they are iodine and the halogens of bromide and chlorine and aqua regis, a combination of hydrochloric acid and nitric oxide, and then potassium cyanide used in mining. These are all extremely toxic. It is extremely unlikely the ancients were messing around with these chemicals on a Giza plateauish, massive scale, such that highly concentrated continual residues of them wafted up the air shaft to the southern side where the iron plate was located. If they had been doing so, then the entire plateau would have been inundated and leaking highly toxic, deadly gases over long periods of time, which would have then permeated the entire plateau and surrounding areas, and their residues would be there to this day. So what then is the possible explanation? What else can possibly break down gold into dust and make it fall off from the iron plate and make it disappear over time? To answer this, let's consider, what is plasma? Wikipedia says, plasma is one of the 4 fundamental states of matter, and plasma can be artificially generated by heating or subjecting a neutral gas to a strong electromagnetic field to the point where an ionized gaseous substance becomes increasingly electrically conductive. Further, it says, the Earth's ionosphere is a plasma, and the magnetosphere contains plasma in the Earth's surrounding space environment. The interior of the Sun is an example of fully ionized plasma, along with a solar corona and stars. Next, let's look at this article by Science Direct titled, Aging of Plasma-Activated Copper and Gold Surfaces and its Hydrophilic Recovery After Water Immersion. And I quote, after the plasma treatments, it was observed that the treated surfaces, in this case copper and gold, exhibited hydrophobic recovery or aging effect. In ResearchGate, an article titled Oxygen Plasma Treated Gold Nanoparticle Based Field Effect Devices as Transducer Structures for Biomedical Chemical Sensing, it says, uncoated gold nanoparticles supported on a silicon oxide structure are presented. Oxygen plasma etching at moderate power, less than 200 watts, provides a convenient and efficient way to remove organic capping agents from the gold nanoparticles without significant damage. Higher power intensities destroy the linkage between the silicon oxide and the gold nanoparticles, and some of the gold nanoparticles are removed from the surface. So we see that high concentrations of electromagnetic plasma energy can loosen the bond of gold to its substrate, which in this case was an iron plate, and it also ages gold. We can ergo probably infer that that in even higher sustained concentrations of electromagnetic plasma, gold breaks down into dust even more when measured in millennia of time. In my 3 videos, How the Pyramids Generated Electromagnetic Power and Ancients Multiplied the Earth's Lorentz Field to Deflect Cataclysmic Solar Plasma and 36,420 BC Zep-Tepe, the Pyramids Map Astronomy that Triggers Solar Plasma Waves, I explained the theory of the Giza Plateau and how its main function was to strengthen the magnetosphere from solar plasma waves. I encourage you to watch those videos. Wikipedia says, planets having magnetospheres like the Earth are capable of mitigating or blocking the effects of solar radiation or cosmic radiation. So we see a possible explanation for the missing gold. The massive amounts of plasma put out by the pyramids broke down the gold into dust that blew away over millennia of time. Alternatively, the solar plasma waves hitting Earth during the solar-induced dark ages for possibly hundreds of years, as described by Dr. Schock and as further elucidated in my aforementioned videos, also contributed to the gold breaking down into dust and then blowing away. So the possible answer to the question who done it is plasma done it. Plasma done it. Regarding the stone ball artifact found in the pyramid, this reminds me of the Costa Rica stone balls, which come in sizes that small as well as much larger. I find the Costa Rican stone balls very perplexing and very tasking, as I can't see any explanation for them. My gut instinct is that they somehow related to generating piezoelectric energy. Stay tuned. Thanks for stopping by. You decide. Is this where the missing gold went to? Is that who done it? Please subscribe, hit the bell, like, and forward this to your friends.